Ironmouse is one of the largest VTubers on Twitch, and she recently made a video exposing Vshojo, a very popular VTuber agency that she was a part of, which had been stealing from her and pretty much scamming her.
I am leaving Vshojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by Vshojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from Vshojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
This is like one of the easiest ways to completely destroy your company and your reputation. Exploiting and stealing from your talents is especially bad, but it's even worse when one of them is suffering from a chronic disease. And from what I've seen online, Vshojo was meant to be one of the better talent agencies for VTubers.
Because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf.
Vshojo controlled a lot of her finances due to her desire to be a bit anonymous, and for her first subathon they did donate to the charity, but for her second subathon, where she broke the Twitch record at the time, they didn't donate the money at all, and it was somewhere around $500,000.
They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success, so I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked Vshojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, Vshojo has not paid the charity.
It's not like they can't do it, because they did it once before. They're just not doing it now, which is just really scummy. Ironmouse has also set up a donation for the charity, which has been getting a ton of support. Over $1 million has already been donated, which is just incredible. She's also gotten a lot of support from YouTubers, Twitch streamers, and really everyone. Jacksepticeye, CDogVA, other VTubers, and a lot of other Twitch streamers are also supporting her. After this video from Ironmouse dropped, a lot of other VTubers who were once signed to Vshojo left, and some of them after leaving even made a couple of videos exposing and explaining their situation at Vshojo. If I told you it gets much worse for Vshojo, you probably would believe me, because right now the company is completely shutting down as of making this video. Vshojo has failed, and I've mismanaged the company into the situation you're all witnessing. So today I'm sharing the difficult news that Vshojo is shutting down, and I take full responsibility for the decisions that led us to this point. I've been doing everything I can to fundraise and right the ship these past few months, but despite my efforts, we are in a worse position, and those I care about are now paying the price. So the entire company is just over, like it's just completely done for. This is like the last thing I would expect, but it gets even crazier the more you read. Over the last few years, we raised around $11 million to pursue a bold, talent-first approach in VTubing, prioritizing creators and community over short-term profits to achieve long-term sustainability. Our funding went directly to our creators through generous splits, debut investment, infrastructure, concerts, events, and staffing, all designed to support them. We also wanted talent to own their IP, which we knew was a unique creator-first approach for an agency. However, despite all our efforts, the business failed to generate the revenue we needed to sustain that model, and eventually we ran out of money. Additionally, I acknowledge that some of the money spent by the company was raised in connection with talent activity, which I later learned was intended for a charitable initiative. At the time, we were working hard to raise additional investment capital to cover our costs, and I firmly believe, based on the information available to us, that we would be able to do so and cover all expenses. We were unsuccessful in our fundraising efforts. I made the decision to pursue funding, and I own its consequences. I am deeply sorry to all of the talents, staff, friends, and community members who believed in our brands. You did not deserve this. So the owner basically had $11 million of funding from investors, blew through all of that money, and blew even more money that was meant for charity. But it wasn't only the money meant for charity, he also blew money he owed to the talent. So Vshojo is gone, the talent are not getting their money back, and the charity, I'm pretty sure, are not gonna get paid. What a terrible company. I hope the talent sue this company, the owner, and get all of the money that they were owed and more. I'm not even sure if it's possible because Vshojo has no money apparently. I'm just wondering what happened to the $11 million. Like, what did they spend it on that was that expensive? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Peace out.